Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the second channel. Inside of today's video, we have a new exciting episode of free to play to masters because we have the reimbursement of all the gears. So you can see on the screen, I've actually got quite a lot. I think it's actually a little bit more than average considering I'm a free to play player. Well, on this series anyway, I'm pretty paid to win on my main account, but I've actually got a lot of coins, 115,000 coins to spend. It's going to be insane, so I'll probably skip through the boring parts and then show you what I do upgrade afterwards. So yeah, before we jump into today's video, make sure you are using the create code. That'd be greatly appreciated. And actually before we do that, let's open this mega box. I didn't realize I had a free one to open, and we actually get a really nice kit. That's actually pretty epic. The gotcha gadget on collect, that is definitely essential to our kit, so I'm really happy with that one. So I'll be back in a second and I'll show you all of my progress. Okay, so just quickly before we jump into the game, so I'm going to show you guys my account progression and just where things kind of go in terms of what brawlers I can pick. Right, so I have 80,000 spare coins. So my kind of plan with this account, and which I'd recommend to you guys as well, is, you know, you've got a lot of coins, right? So I've actually bought a lot of star powers, but I won't buy star powers to brawlers out of power 9. Hopefully I'll get them out of boxes, but once I get them to power 10, then I might stop buying the essential star powers. So there's actually a lot of things that I bought. So for example, you can see my gears straight away with the brawlers. By the way, I've probably only bought like one gear on these brawlers, except for like a max, for example, and then Nita, because on this grassy maps I will use the speed gear. Other than that, just the one gear on pretty much all of them. Specifically with these brawlers, with the reload gear, we only need one at power 10. So I also bought the star power. I was gonna say the new star power, but it's not new. Snappy sniping with Piper. I bought the silver bullet gadget because I could never play gold on heist because I didn't have that gadget. I actually got the rough sandbags as well. We've got the Pam star power, and you'll be happy to know that I finally bought a star power on Belle as well. It was so frustrating playing Belle without a star power, so we got that. We got the right star power on Daryl as well. Trying to think of any of the brawlers. I think the tick we bought the star power with as well, and that was pretty much it. So I didn't really have to spend too much on my brawlers, to be honest, and I've still got a hell of a lot of coins. So again, I'm just going to be a little bit passive with my coins until I start getting these power 10s. So yeah, let's jump into the games now. Alright guys, jumping into the first game then. So you can see straight away that I banned Jean. It looks like we banned a Crow as well, so some pretty sensible bans overall then. So let's see what we've got. This feels really fresh. I actually love this update. If anything, I think I was a bit too generous with coins. Like on my main account, I've got so many coins left over, so it leads to me to think that they've got other things planned out. Probably a lot of gears to be had. So I think Max could be a really solid option on this map in general. I'm tempted to try out a Brock. I know it could be a little bit risky, but I think, yeah, I'm going to stick with a Max for now. People have been moaning that I'm actually not playing enough Max now. Like I don't even know where to stand with Max. Like people say I play too much Max, people say I don't play enough Max, so we're just gonna go it for the majority of the part, just because we have a lot of brawlers power 10 now. So if I'm not too sure what to go, if in doubt, just go Max. So we go with Bo as well. Bo is a really strong option on double swoosh in general, just because you can always place that totem down the left. I know I always say do not pick Bo, right, but it's actually a map where he's pretty good in. So they've gone with a Rosa. Let's see what our teammate has. A Fade. If that's the correct Fade, he actually is pretty good at the game. So he should be able to devise a good enough counter. He might go with Ash, which I probably won't go with myself. I would go for a Rosa counter, but maybe he needs to be aggressive as well, because if we're spending the whole time defending, then it could be pretty bad. So yeah, I pretty much agree with that one overall. I wish I had the vision gear, though. I might have to try and buy that with Max next time around, because this is definitely a matchup where I would want to go vision gear on, because Rosa is just gonna be pretty annoying in the grass. So definitely gonna make that adjustment after this game. So let's see how we kind of line up right here. So you'd presume that Bo would go down the left hand side, but of course he doesn't go down that side. We do have, it feels pretty weird having a brawler with well, on this account. You know, I used to always have level 3 gears, what I'm on about, but just in general, everyone that has a gear on a brawler is ultra fast now. So that's one thing I don't have to bear in mind now. That was always pretty confusing, right? Like you never knew whether they had a level 1 gear, level 2, level 3, but now everyone has a well, has a fair playing field. So I do really like that about this update. So it's gonna be some nice pressure from the Ash overall, and hopefully me and Bo get a nice pinch onto this Amber. That Penny turret is going to be really annoying against me with that slow. Looks like Ash is going to eventually go down. Penny's actually doing a decent number on me in the middle, so I need to try and heal up here. Trying to get as much value out of a speed gate as much as possible. Amber's going to be so OP on this map. I'm scared to face her off against lane because she's dangerous in this meta. A nice kill from our Ash right here, and now we can work together with our Ash to try and get this Penny down. So I'm going to use the speed gear to try and get this Ash out as quickly as possible here. Going to use my dash to try and get us back as quickly as possible as well. Fade's going to die, but he's going to bring all the gems back, and we only need one more gem left to get the win. So that was a really nice play from Fade right there. He knew that he was probably going to die himself, but as long as he brought the gems back towards our spawn, that we're going to be able to get them and basically secure the win right here. So just one more gem needed. I've got a speed right here, so once one more gem spawns on our side, we could probably go collect it. So there's a Rosa lurking here. Got to be careful of that one. They've got such good pressure here, so our bow might actually go down. I'm going to use a gadget to get down this Amber, and now in a 3v2 scenario, we should really be working to get this last gem. So here's the last gem right here on the Rosa. I'm just going to collect one more just for good sakes in case this bow decides to throw. So pretty good first round right here. I would say that I didn't really do too much. We just made use of max speeds and claps onto the gem carrier when needed. So that's going to be a nice first round right there. So as I was talking about in the draft, like I was thinking of a counter to Rosa myself, but I like the idea from Fade because, again, if you're spending the whole time defending in a game mode like gem grab, they're just going to constantly cycle their pressure and ultimately get the gems in the middle. So yeah, pretty good idea from Fade right there. Only on double swoosh, it's just a gem carrier going back and forth collecting that one gem, and then one of your lanes winning their lane, and then you kind of get ultimate control of the middle. That's normally, as I said, how it goes and how it's normally gone whenever I play competitive. So it's 2-2 right now in the terms of gems. We're going to try and help Fade against this Rosa right here. We're about to get a max speed, so this is going to really help out our Ash. I mean, he's already speedy as hell, so you don't really need that speed, if anything. I'm just going to collapse onto me on the lane. She doesn't actually connect onto me, though. Luckily, outside I've been pretty much dead right there. We're going to get some good gems in the middle, though. I'm just going to sit around here just to not allow Rosa to push up whilst our Ash respawns. Okay, Rosa's going to nearly catch me out there. I'm pretty weak, so I need to fall back. She's going to continue to push on in, and if we continue, then it's okay. She's going to go back to her lane. Amber's going to collapse onto us, so we've got to be pretty careful of that one. But we're getting close to our super right here, so Rosa's going to try and get down those mines. I'm going to use the speed boost onto Fade right here. So there's the kill onto Amber, and that's where we should collapse onto the enemies as quickly as possible. 3v2 should be easy kills right there. So I'm spamming auto aim right here. Probably should have manually aimed, and I would have got Rosa down a little bit faster. I'm going to use my speed onto Ash so we can hopefully get more control. I do unfortunately get clipped by that Rosa slow, which is pretty painful, and now she's actually in a dangerous position. Wow, that penny splash actually nearly got me down there. That was crazy. And now we only need one more gem to complete a win. Rosa with this super has just been really annoying the entire game, and they've just been collapsing onto us like we did to them in the last game. So yeah, not too sure where to really go from this one around. I just need more pressure from my lanes. If I'm honest, the games are normally won from your lanes on this map. Getting pressure onto the mid and then allowing your mid to then pick up the gems. So going into the final round, really need to sweat this one out to close things off. So yeah, I feel like it's pretty hard for me to pinch a Rosa right. It takes so long for me to get Rosa down, so I'm not too sure whether I should just ignore the Rosa and just go for the Amber matchup instead. Right, here's the Penny. Of course, they're going to pick up that first gem. Unfortunately, her splash is going to make it so the totem goes down. I do get my super pretty quickly, though. Maybe Fade can... Yes, nice kill from Fade to get the Penny down. Amber's going to use up all of her ammo on our bow. I know I probably should have tried to keep bow alive, but I just wanted to make sure that we could get those gems out of there. So Rosa, she's going to sit down the left as per usual. So this is the setup that I'm talking about with bow. You need the bow totem down the left hand side. It's going to be essential for control and just farming your supers over and over again. We need to pinch this Rosa out ASAP. I don't know how she's still alive, and she's going to still stay alive. That is absolutely insane. So I don't really mind if I go down here. I'm not going to waste any gadgets or supers just because I'm pretty low HP. I'm going to get back into the fight a lot quicker by just dying and use my super to go back up against this Amber. So I'm just going to run up against Amber right here. Again, I'm going to die, but she did use her super to kill me, whereas I didn't really lose anything from that fight. But they've got so much pressure here. So again, their lanes have just been pressuring us so easily right here, and it's just allowed them to get so much control of the middle. So now we're just going to ignore the lanes as much as possible here and try and regain some positioning in the middle. So here we are. Finally, we've got their mid open, and we can look to dominate from here on out. So Rosa, she's completely exposed here with all the wall breaks. We've got to work with our Ashe to not allow her to run into the middle. That's going to be Rosa down here. That is literally perfect. We've got 1 gem in the spawn as well. Just going to use this speed to hopefully get this Penny down. Yes, Penny's going to go down right here. And we've got a 10 gems. So this should look like a GG right now. So that's why I love Max so much. Just literally one mishap from the opponents by overextending. You can easily work together with your team and take one down so fast. So that's going to be the first round right there. Going to go the way of us. Let's hop into the next one. We'll actually wait for the elo because you guys do like to see that one. Let's see. So we've got I'm gonna say power 3, legendary 3 on our side, legendary 3 on their side. So yeah, pretty nice win overall there. Let's hop into the next one. Alright guys, jumping into the second game. So normally I do 2 games, but matchmaking is pretty long and it's like 10 o'clock at night. So just want to wrap this up pretty quickly. So I'm not too sure who to ban here. I just banned Piper. I completely forgot about the time limit again. Piper's a pretty terrible ban, but to be honest, we have first pick, so it's not too alarming that I ban Piper. So again, double swoosh. Let's see how the kind of draft evolves. I really want to try out Brock. Brock used to be an underrated pick on this map, believe me or not. So with the Riddle gear, I kind of want to try it out. So hopefully our teammates go in mid. Probably going to suggest, let's have a look at his brawlers. So if I can suggest like a Max or a Jean on the other side, I'm laughing because it's going to be pretty solid overall. So I'm going to recommend Penny on our side. Penny as a mid is pretty decent against a Jean. She's got the salty barrel to tank the pulls, so it's definitely essential, specifically against a Jean, to have that type of brawler in mid. So that's why I've recommended a Penny. So they've got a Crow on their side of things. I just really want to try out Brock. I know my teammates are going to hate me for it, but I haven't really got any other brawlers that are good enough against this team. So you know what? I'm just going to go at Brock. Brock, again, my teammates are going to hate me for it, but I think could be somewhat underrated if I play it pretty well. This could go one out of 2 ways, guys. I've got to try it out. It's a brand new meta. I'm probably going to get reported if I play bad because people in Power League think they should just go completely meta all of the time, but you can at least try something right. So yeah, fingers crossed it pays off the way we want it to. So with Brock, I'm just going to break open as much grass as possible. I'm actually going to go down the right hand side straight away if I can, so I can break it open so the opponents can't just run up onto me. So I'm going to use this gadget right here. It's going to break the grass open, so Crow's not going to get as much value. I'm actually going to use another gadget right there to break open that point, and now I'm probably going to use another gadget on my lane, so then a Crow can't hide behind this wall. So that's going to be 3 wall breaks down already, and now time to just sit back and just spray shots 24/7. So Crow, he's gonna I was gonna say he's gonna go down. I don't know what Jean is even pulling right there. He's gonna pull literally nothing. He's gonna be one shot as well, and Penny's gonna get him down. So a really nice start from us overall. Stu does eventually collapse onto it, onto our gem carrier, and one shot away from super. So this super is going to be used to break open that grass as well. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, Brawl Break is just so strong in Brawl Stars right now. They need to find a way to nerf it, because ultimately when you break open the map, it's just too strong against so many different brawlers. So Crow's going to jump in here. That's not going to be enough to take us down. There's going to be a lot of control going our way. I don't know what a Gene is doing on the other side, by the way. Like, he's just pushing up relentlessly. Like, this is Legendary 1 gameplay. I've got to feel really bad for these guys, because this Gene is just so down horrendous. I don't even know what he is doing half the time. So we've got a super right here. Just going to use it on the mid to buy us a little bit of time. And there should be no way these guys are going to mount a comeback. Gene pulls... I don't even know what he pulls as well. It's going to be hopefully a straightforward game. Every single time I say after a free first game, it gets ridiculously sweaty. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes when my first game is really easy, they end up reverse sweeping me. So again, I'm going to go down the right hand lane. So this time around, I'm going to try and just use one wall break to break open as much as possible. Okay, no, it does leave one tile of grass. I don't know whether I can actually wall break that perfectly. Let me know if I can in the comment section below. I might have to test that out if Brock becomes any decent on this meta. So Stu actually switches lane, which is probably decent for them, just because Stu's going to be pretty hard for me to hit if he does get his super. So now it's down to just not me feeding his super. So we're going to go down left hand lane. You know, we lost our lane down the right. Okay, now we can maybe start going down the right hand side. Yeah, you know what? We're just going to go down the right hand side right now. Crow's going to jump onto our Penny. That's not going to be the best for us. We're going to break open that grass a little bit more. Stu's going to collapse onto us though. Yeah, Stu is just so good against Brock. A bit of a mismatch for me. So nice kill from our Gale. It's obviously given facing off against this Gene that he's going to die a lot. Going to use my super against the Stu though. And that's going to be Stu down. It's going to be Crow hopefully dead as well. We're just going to continue to put down shots. Again, I don't know what this Gene is actually doing. Like, what is he doing? It's like I'm watching a 500 ladder gameplay the way he's playing. He's just walking, not even shooting. I don't know what's going on. I kind of want to look back at this game and maybe even report him on behalf of the enemy team because he's literally that bad. So yeah, Brock has been somewhat alright. You know, I've not done completely the best this round, but I think I did my fair share last time around. But the reload buff is definitely really nice, specifically for a brawler like Brock. So that is going to be 2 wins in a row overall. Let's see what elo these guys have, and then we can wrap up the video then. So 2 nice wins right there. We get an epic win as well. Yeah, I feel so bad for the enemy team right there. But that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you enjoyed the update. I just love updates like this because it feels really fresh when we add something as big as this. So yeah, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.